Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. All is not well with me. I do not feel well. However, I am a woman of my word, and so we are here for our weekly live Q&A. My name is Alison, certified dating and relationship coach. I have a bachelor's degree in education. I have a master's degree in counseling. I have a master's degree in a master's degree extension in mental health counseling, and I am here to answer your submitted, questions for this week's live Q&A. If you are new to my page, I would like to welcome you as a member of the A team. That's what I like to call you guys. And then I also have my memberships associated with Instagram and Facebook, where they get the real good stuff. Thank you. Someone called me gorgeous. I appreciate that. I just got off the session and the client said, "Alison, you look tired." I'm like, I know. Thanks. But let me go ahead first and send off this text message. I started the I started the live late on purpose because I have another live at 7:00. And my voice is not going to allow me to extend that long. So I figured I'm going to shorten it on the back end, okay? How do you submit questions? How does it work? So if you are new, you may not know how it works. Here it goes. I post this story, or my virtual assistant posts this story every single Tuesday around 5 p.m. Eastern, which gives folks more than 24 hours to submit their questions. You put it in the box. You have to make it fit in the box. If you can't make it fit in the box, that means I need too much context. You need to click the link in my bio and book a session. I then read the questions anonymously, and then I answer them here on the live. I save the live for about 24 hours here, and then all of my 115 plus live Q&As are archived and they're put in my private Facebook group. So if you ever want access to it, click the link in my bio and you can join the private Facebook group. I leave it standing for 24 hours, so whoever missed their live, they have a day to get their answer. After that, join the group, okay? And that's where all of my trainings are held. All of my Q&As are held, my ebooks, and then I have a private Q&A just for them. And then I have probably every week, and then via Zoom, we have another one, and then here with y'all, okay? So that's the deal with that. Let me send a text message real quick to everybody to let them know that we are on for the next 30 minutes. Align with Alison. Always got to put the name when you send these text messages, because then people never know who the hell you are. We are live on IG. Pull up. Can't spell today either. And then let me put the link so people could get to easy breezy. Where's my Instagram link? Come on, Instagram me. There we go. There we go. We're sending it once, and we're sending it right now. No. Oh, Lord. Come on now. Live. They want a title. They want a title for it. Right now. Today's the 23rd. Oh, snap. They're going to tell me I can't schedule it for right now. This is the life that I lead, guys. You don't even know how hectic my day was today. I don't even want to get into it because I'm sure you guys do not care. Send a message. Thank you to everybody. Yes. Copy and paste it. Send now. Good. Excellent. So let us go ahead and get into the live. I am going to read the questions anonymously that was submitted in advance, and I'm going to give my best answer in 90 seconds or less. If you are looking for more depth, if you are looking for more context, if you have something you like to share that's a back and forth, you need to click the link in my bio and you can book a single session. I think it's the fourth button if you click the link, okay? But if not, here we go. Every Wednesday, 90 seconds or less. Let's go. Should I break up with my boyfriend if I'm not feeling he's pushing himself to get a job, but I'm super ambitious? Should I break up with my boyfriend if I'm not feeling he's pushing himself to get a job, but I'm super ambitious? Okay, so as I say every week, for those who have seen me and you guys have been following me for a while, you have to go back to your non-negotiables. You have to go back to your non-negotiables. For me, para mí, One of my non-negotiables back in 2012 when I wrote my list, and I post it every once in a while for you guys to see with the date, with the screenshot, so you know that it's real. When I wrote my list, one thing on my list is that my partner has to be hardworking. And when I work with my clients and they give me their list and they mention they want someone who is a provider, someone who works hard, we talk about what that means exactly, okay? And so as a West Indian woman, I value, one of my cultural values is hard work. I cannot imagine a world where I did not work hard. I cannot imagine a world where I was a woman of leisure, right? Where I did nothing. Even if I won the lottery, I would be volunteering at my kids' school. Like, I would be giving back to the community. I would still be working in some form or fashion. As a result, I don't care what the circumstances are. I don't care if my husband came with millions of dollars, right, in some account that was waiting for him until some point. A non-negotiable of me is that my partner works hard because I work hard. I value work, right? So for me, I would not date a gentleman who was chronically unemployed. That is symbolic to me of laziness. And then I also can't trust that I can rely on you in times of need. We live in a capitalistic society. Money is a necessity, right? We're not in a zombie apocalypse where money means nothing. We're not in ancient times where we used to trade, right? Barter system. We're in a capitalistic society. Folks need money. So for me, that would be a deal breaker. But you have to decide for yourself what your non-negotiables are. And then whatever your non-negotiables are, you move accordingly. Okay, but I can't answer what are deal breakers for you. You have to decide for yourself because everyone's morals and values are going to be different. So that means you're going to decide what are musts for you. When you decide your must, you move accordingly. I can't imagine dating someone who was chronically unemployed. I can't imagine it. But you have to decide what's best for you, okay? My ex and I were dating after he asked for a second chance, but he recently relocated and moved 9 hours away. What to do? My ex and I were dating after he asked for a second chance, but he recently relocated and moved 9 hours away. What to do? Okay, so I talk to you guys almost every week about long distance relationships and what my take is and what I would advise. So I'm going to go through it again for you. Number one, we do not start long distance relationships. So what do I mean by that? You are single, he is single, and then the two of you decide you're going to get together knowing that there's a distance between you. We do not start them. However, if you're already in a committed relationship and an opportunity arises and someone takes that opportunity, i.e. work, military, something of those in that category, in that caliber, and they decide that they are going to move, first of all, that should be a joint decision, right? You should have agreed to it. And then secondly, there needs to be some kind of plan that's in place. So what do I mean by that? So if I were back on the dating scene, I was dating a guy, he was my boyfriend, and he was in the military, and they were going to station him off to Vietnam, okay? I need to know when that's going to be over. There needs to be a solid plan that's in place that says he's going to be returning to stateside in a year, in 18 months. There needs to be a plan in place that says Alison is going to go to Vietnam and teach English. It's not going to be that we're just together suffering through this distance without something that's solid. Also, I would say that there needs to be some kind of promise of next steps. And when I say promise, I don't mean words. I mean like a ring. Because why am I going through the sacrifice of being in this long distance relationship where I'm lonely, where I don't have someone that I can rely on, like, and him too, right? It's mutual without any appropriate next steps. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So for me, first of all, I don't believe in long distance relationships at all. Do not start them. If you're already in a relationship and it becomes long distance, there needs to be a plan of action and there needs to be a ring that's attached to it, because I'm not sacrificing being alone on Valentine's Day, being alone for my birthday. My car breaks down. I have no one to call, no one to turn to, right? I didn't get to sex. People love to throw sex into this conversation. That's like all the way down at the bottom of the list of needs when there's a distance, okay? That's a problem. So for me, that's a dub. But again, you gotta decide what's best for you. How long should I wait for a reply to their question from that person about dating stats? How long should I wait for a reply to their question from that person about dating stats? Well, I think it depends. I mean, you submitted this yesterday, so I wonder if they've responded just yet. However, I would like to know, have they responded to anything, and how frequently do you guys text or talk? If you're waiting for a response, I would imagine that maybe this was a text message, right? And have they responded to other things, and how quickly do they normally respond? So what do I mean by that? You sent the text that you asked whatever your question was, right? Normally, you guys text all throughout the day, right? You go to sleep at night, you wake up, you're texting all throughout the day. You asked your question, did not respond to that text. They didn't respond to anything else. They've gotten quiet. It's the next day, it's the same thing. So that's out of the norm, right? Or you text one thing, you text your question, they answered that, they talked about other stuff, and they blatantly ignored your question. So those are all factors that's going to determine how long you should wait until you send your double text, and then send your double text. Now, again, you submitted this yesterday. If you haven't gotten a response yet, to me, that's ridiculous. We are in a technological age. There is no reason why someone cannot text you back within hours, right? So you're going to send your double text. You're going to wait for a response. And if you get a response, great. If you don't get a response, you have to decide what you're going to do with that information. Because what I'm going to say is that if they don't respond the second time, it's because whatever the answer is unfavorable. And are you okay with the worst case scenario? I don't know specifically what you asked, but if you're okay with the worst case scenario, then cool. If you're not, then you're not. Okay. Digital Richie says that's not true. What's not true? That it shouldn't take hours for the average person to respond to a text. Tell me why, Digital Richie. The average Joe. I'm not talking about somebody who's in the military. I'm not talking about a trucker. I'm not talking about a pilot. I'm talking about the average Joe that works a 9 to 5, the average Joe that takes lunch at 12, the average Joe who texts while he's at the red light or she's at the red light, the average Joe who wakes up and the first thing they do is they scroll through their phone, the average Joe who is on the bus, who's on the train, who's constantly on their phone. For the average person, it should not take more than a few hours to respond to a text message. Average. Again, there are always going to be extenuating circumstances. However, that's my stance that I'm taking. I'm going to be 10 toes down in that. Unless you give me something that's extremely reasonable, and then Digital Richie, I'm rolling with you. Okay, average. Yes, average. You wake up, your lunch break, you're on your way home. You're on the phone, okay? All right, beautiful people, let's keep it going. How do you fix... Digital Richie ain't that digital, I see. Yeah, he's digital when he want to be. He digital to the ladies that he likes. And then he wants to gaslight the rest of them and say, oh, I'm so busy. Yeah. We with you, Digital Richie. We see you out here. How do you fix your relationship when damage is already done? Therapy. That's an easy one. We do not have the skill set. I posted a reel that went viral. Usually when my stuff goes viral is because some manosphere red pill guys get a hold of it and then they get mad and they don't listen, okay? And they don't read because they probably don't have the capability to do so. They're so busy angry. They don't listen and they don't read, and they don't even realize that on the low, sometimes I'm in agreement with some very small elements of their rhetoric, right? We don't have the skill set. By we, I even mean me, right? Even therapists themselves, it is highly recommended and advised that they don't do therapy on themselves. You don't do therapy with your friends. You don't do therapy with your own family, right? You seek an outside source. How do you fix your relationships? You find someone who is an expert in their field. So I have my people that I always recommend. One of them is I Am Taylor Chandler. She is a therapist. Another one who is a marriage restoration coach is I Am Siobhan Davis. I think she's here. Do some emojis. I Am Siobhan Davis. Someone else that I highly recommend, especially for couples, is going to be, oh gosh, I always get his Instagram wrong. Talk to Mac Therapy, I think is his name, or Talk to Mac _therapist. Find the expert, find the person who does what you need them to do, right? You read their bio. That's number one. Read their bio. The bio is going to tell you exactly who they help and who they speak to, right? You read my bio. I think I edited a couple of words, something like teaching successful singles how to secure the partner that they deserve, something like that. So what do? I work with singles to get through dating so they can get into a committed relationship. That's what I do. We have Siobhan Davis. She put the ring emojis in there. Read her bio, number one. Number two, you look at the testimonials. You look at their testimonials, either testimonials that's on their website, testimonials that's on their Instagram. I just made a reel today that I shared with you guys. I actually maxed out the amount of testimonials that I can post on my Instagram. I didn't even know that until I tried to yesterday. So the largest amount of stories or posts that you can put in your highlights on Instagram is 100. I went to go put my 101 testimonial and it said, sorry, you've reached the max. 100 testimonials. You read the bio, see if it's in alignment with you. You check out their testimonials. You see whether or not what the people have to say is reasonable, is logical, is fair. Does it sound like you? Do you hear yourself when you read those testimonials? And are those testimonials positive, right? Google them. Google them. See what comes up, right? Find out if they have the certifications, the licensures that you want. And then you go to a professional. Look, I don't do my own sew-ins. I don't do my own lashes. I need to do my eyebrows. I don't do my own eyebrows, right? I didn't build my own house. I don't have the skill set of a hairstylist, of a makeup artist, of a lash tech. I don't have the skills of a contractor. I go to the people who have the expertise. And for some reason, this is not to you, this is in life. So there's some reason that people have this fear of going to a therapist, a coach, a counselor to solve their problems. You have a problem and you can't solve it. You have a problem and you can't solve it. Logic and reason says you have a problem, you can't solve it, find someone who can. The car breaks down, you can't fix it, you take it to a mechanic. So why is it so unreasonable, illogical, far-fetched for you to find a professional who can help you in your relationship? The person that you are married to or in a romantic relationship with is probably the most important person in your life. Don't say God, I said person. God's not a person. Probably. And oh, my kids. Guess what? You're raising the child with this other person. Ideally, right? So this is one of the most important decisions you're going to make. Nikki Fabulous says, because most people fear the truth. That might be true. And guess what? You're going to fear the truth. You don't want to hear the truth. Okay. Or you could linger in this, what do they call it in Catholicism? It's not heaven. It's not hell. Like the in-between. I forgot. Tell me, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, just in an ambiguous space. So, okay, cool. So there are some people who are fearful and you're never going to get anywhere. And so you can be stuck in this ambiguous space and there's no growth, there's no development. You're unhappy because you are unwilling to purgatory. Thank you, boo. You're unwilling to face the truth. Oh, and limbo. That works too. Thank you. Okay, let's keep going. Do you recommend age range for women dating in their 30s? I like men 5 years above and below. That's an easy one. Thank you. Do you recommend an age range for women dating in their 30s? I like men 5 years above and below. So below. My recommendation is 3 years below, 5 years above. I think 5 years younger might be too dramatic in terms of where folks are in their life when we're talking about folks in their 30s. Obviously, the younger you are, the bigger the gap. The bigger the developmental gap, the bigger the emotional stability, the financial stability, right? So someone who's 20 to 25 is more dramatic than 30 to 35 or 60 to 65. So for me, my recommendation for the ladies is we do 3 years less when you're creating that age range on your dating profile. 3 years less, 5 years more. So 8 years in total. Anything more than 3 years, I think is too dramatic. And usually people are not on the same page in terms of their wants and in terms of where they are in their life any younger than 3 years when we're talking about our 30s. Okay? But thank you. That was an excellent question. When interested, how important is making eye contact? How many seconds? I'm shy. When interested, how important is making eye contact? How many seconds? I'm shy. So I think it's important that you make eye contact because you're letting the person know that you're interested and you're engaged, right? At the same time, I don't think that it's the end of the world if it doesn't last long because I think the other person will be able to read the room and tell that you are shy. And it's kind of cute. I think shyness can be cute. So you do want to engage in some eye contact as long as you can hold it for, but I wouldn't be sitting there counting 1, 2, 3, because it's only going to make you feel more awkward and make you look awkward. Hold it for as long as you can, okay? But I wouldn't worry too much about the shyness once you are making an effort to engage and you do give that initial eye contact and give the body language so the person knows that you are indeed interested. Great question. Thank you. My new dude only has female friends. Is that weird? He doesn't give gay vibes, but what the F? My new dude only has female friends. Is that weird? He doesn't give gay vibes, but what the F? Okay, So it's interesting that you went in the direction of gay vibes. That's not what I thought. When I first read this, I thought you were going to say your new dude has only female friends. Should I be jealous or should I be worried about the fact that he only is around all these women? That's what I thought you were going to say. The fact that you don't get gay vibes, if that's what you desire, like you only want a man who is heterosexual, then that's good because you've identified that, at least based on your experience, that he doesn't have quote unquote gay vibes. If you wanted to have him hang out with others to assess because that's important to you, that's a non-negotiable of yours, then you should do that. The fact that he only has women as friends, I'm not a big fan of the word female, try to stay away from it. The fact that he only has women as his friends, I don't see that as a red flag for me. I would inquire though. I'd like to know what happened that over the years he hasn't been able to create or sustain relationships with men. I'd like to know, but that wouldn't be a deal breaker for me. That's for me. Again, if you are new to my page, you may not know that one of the foundational pieces of what I talk about are the non-negotiables. Those are the behaviors or traits that a potential partner must seemingly exhibit in order for you to continue to date them. Meaning what you're looking for, right? So you have to decide what you're looking for and then judge from there. For me, that would not be a red flag, but I would ask. I want to know, is it that you don't maintain male friendships? Is it that you don't bond with them? Like, what is it? Because that is strange. And I'd like to know. That wouldn't be a deal breaker for me. You have to decide for yourself, okay? I had this question. I'm like, I don't know what the heck this says. So, all right, we have someone else who's shy. So I'm shy. How do I make myself more approachable to men in public? I'm shy. How do I make myself more attractive / approachable to men in public? Okay, so the attractive and the approachable may not necessarily be the same thing. The attractive, there's a couple of ways that you can make yourself more attractive, meaning you are exuding an energy that signals to others that they want to come over, that they want to be a part of, that they want to socialize with you. Okay, that's to attract. I think about a magnet, right? So number one way that you want to be more attractive, you want to attract energy so folks come over to you, is to be warm and welcoming. That's going to start with a smile. Being warm and welcoming is going to give the indication to people that it's safe for them to approach you. So you want to be warm and welcoming, which is normally led with a smile. Number two, you want to be confident. How do you show or exude confidence? One way you can do so is by looking your best, whatever your best is to you. So whatever way that you wear your hair, that is your favorite, that looks the best on you. However you like to dress, that looks the best on you. Whatever colors accentuate your eyes, brings out your skin tone, what looks good on your body, your physique. So for me, and it's so funny, somebody called me out on one of my last posts that says, Alison, what Alison gonna do is wear a good two-piece. I love a good two-piece. You give me a long sleeve crop top, and then you give me a high-waisted pant with wide leg, that is my go-to outfit. I feel so confident in it because it complements my body the best. So again, if you're looking to exude confidence, you want to look your best. If you need help with figuring it out, y'all already know, y'all should know what I'm going to say. Invest in yourself. So if you know that you don't have any kind of fashion sense and you don't have any friends or family who can help you, holler at a stylist, right? And they even have like virtual ones online. I think there's like remember there was a subscription, I can't remember the name if you guys remember, where you can like order clothing, you keep the pieces you like, you return the ones that you don't, and then the behind the scenes stylist starts to create an algorithm of what looks good on you and continues to send you those styles. Like wear what looks good on you, wear the colors, wear the pieces. You are going to then also, and I know this is not the easiest to say out loud, but it's the truth, work on the things that bother you. So if you know that you have chronic acne, you need to go to a dermatologist, right? If you're not comfortable about your physique, then you're going to work on that. If it's going to, whatever it is, do your eyebrows, girl, get you some lashes, do whatever it is that's going to make you feel better about yourself, because then the confidence, the joke is that many times it's not the outfit, it's not the hairstyle, it's not the lashes, it's the confidence that you exude, when you wear those things. And that's what attracts people. So number one, we're looking for warmth. We're looking for being welcoming. So you're providing a safe space. People say, I can approach her because she looks nice. That's through smiling, through some eye contact. And then you want to build your confidence by looking your best so that you're exuding an energy where folks feel good about you because you feel good about you. Make sense? All right, beautiful people. I'm going to take maybe 2 more questions because I have a live next with the amazing media maven Coriel. So I want to make sure that I drink my water because you guys know that I'm a little sick, and I want to make sure that I'm on target and I do not miss out on that live. So 2 more questions. Let's see what we have here. I'm going to read this question. I'm not 100% sure if this is what the person meant, but Stitch. Yes, thank you. That's the company we were talking about. I'm not sure if I'm reading this correctly, so we're going to go with my interpretation based on what they wrote, okay? I'm going to read it verbatim, and then y'all in the comments can help me fill in the blank if I'm missing something. Y'all always are really good with that. I want someone in my life because I broke very hard, but I want someone who loves me. So I don't know if this person is saying I don't want someone in my life because I'm broke, like financially broke. I hate to leave this question unanswered because it's literally the last one that was submitted in advance, but I am lost. I don't want someone in my life because, if you're on this live, can you resubmit this question? Because I'd love to answer it, but I am unsure of what you are saying. I don't want someone in my life because I think maybe she meant, I don't want someone in my life because I love very hard. I don't know how love and broke, I don't know how that works. But I want someone who loves me. So I'm gonna go with heart. Yes, key desires. I'm gonna go with broke. Candy, don't be like that. Be nice. This is our last question before we do the next live. Yes, I think so. Because I'm broken. I don't know. Finally, a goddess. I am gonna break the rules and I'm gonna answer your question, and then you are gonna follow the rules. What are the rules? The rules are I have this story up for 24 hours and I only take questions in advance, but I am gonna break the rules just for you this one time. It will not be broken again. Okay? All right. So let me try to figure out what my friend is trying to say. Goodness, now I done lost it, girlfriend. Because you're broken. Okay, good. We're gonna go with broken and not broke. Okay? If you feel broken, your heart is broken, that means you are not prepared to get back on the dating scene. You have no business, and I say this lovingly, y'all know me, I'm saying this lovingly. You have no business putting yourself out on the dating scene. No business. You are not prepared to accept anyone's love. As a matter of fact, you're going to attract more heartbrokenness. You're going to attract heartbroken people. You're going to attract broken people. And I know that no one ever cares about this point of view because we hardly ever talk about this. The other person doesn't deserve that. Let me tell y'all a story. Okay, I'm sure that many of y'all are fans of 90s and early 2000s hip hop and R&B. I am sure you know who Darnell Jones is. He has a song, Where I Want to Be. Sweet-a-doo-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. I hate that song, and I hate that music video. And I don't even use the word hate. I'm not going to use it. Strongly dislike. I probably feel worse about Jay-Z's song Cry. But whatever, right? In the music video and in the song, Darnell Jones says to his girlfriend from teenage years, they've been together since they were teenagers, that he doesn't want to cheat on her, but he wants to have the experience of dating other women. So he's breaking up with her before he cheats. I can appreciate that, right? Hey, appreciate it. So what happens? He goes out, he starts dating the version of Instagram models that the late 90s, early 2000s established for us, video vixens at the time. He's not fulfilled. He decides he wants to go back to the girlfriend. The girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend, has finally decided to move on. She goes out on a date with a new guy. Darnell Jones shows up in the glass pane of the restaurant, crying, begging for his girlfriend back. And what does she do? She leaves the very nice guy who's at the table to go outside to reunite with Darnell Jones. Darnell Jones and any guy or any person who thinks like Darnell Jones can kiss my behind. You are not going to leave to play in the street and then think you're going to circle back around when you realize that there's no value out there or you can't find the value out there because I'm the one. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But guess what? No one thinks about the nice guy who was left at that table because that woman wasn't ready. So now what? So then now he is going to be heartbroken. His feelings are going to be hurt, right? And now this is the cycle of pain that we continue to push on. Absolutely not. If you are not prepared to get back on the dating scene, if not for you, please think of the others. Please think of the other people that you're leaving in your path of pain and how that's unfair to them. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve to be used. They don't deserve to be taken advantage of. They don't deserve to be a filler. And this is for man or woman. They don't deserve that. So if for nothing else, please think about how you are treating others when you are not prepared to go back in the dating scene, because you're hurting them, and hurt people. And it's going to be a vicious cycle of pain, and no one deserves that. But to answer your specific question, because you ain't asked me all that, I went off on a tangent. You're not ready. You need to get into therapy. I talk about therapy on my page all of the time. A counselor, a coach, somebody in the mental health space who is going to help support you so that you can get through your heartbreak to the other side of healing, and then you can get back into the dating scene as a healthy person, attracting more healthy people. Okay? On that note, oh no, I promised my girlfriend I was going to read her question, so I'm going to do it. I need help finding a man, but should I lose weight before starting if I expect to find a man? No, you should not wait. There's an expression that I've heard that says, do not wait on your weight. Do not wait on your weight. But what you will do is take action at the same damn time. Take action at the same damn time. What does that look like? That means that you are active in the gym. That means you are going to see a nutritionist so that you can come up with a meal plan. That means you are going to hire a fitness trainer so you can burn the weight. I assume it's burning weight that you want to lose. Burning it, right? Even burning calories even faster. You are taking action. This is not something that you do passively. I don't know your situation. I didn't even click on your page, right? So I'm not talking about you specifically, even though obviously you asked the question, but we say we're going to lose weight every year and we don't do it. You need to start investing some money, because when we invest money, we take action. When we invest money, we tend to take action. You go to the nutritionist, you get the meal plan, you start buying what you need to buy, the prepared, whatever that looks like. You need to get you a fitness trainer, you need to get on a plan, you need to take action, as well as on the scene. I would not wait on your weight. However, if you feel like your weight is holding you back from being the most confident version of yourself, take action. Do something about it. Okay? All right, beautiful folks, I am going to jump off this live because I have to join another live in 2 minutos. So feel free to stay on, because I'm going to be going live with the media maven, Miss Coriel, and we're going to be talking about the soft season summit that I am a part of next week, especially for my ladies. And so join me back 1 minute. I'm going to be right back, right here, just joining somebody else's live. All right. Adios, amigos.